Hey guys, how are you today? So today is a really interesting topic because I get this so much. People ask me what Prodrome is. Okay, so I want you to really pay attention. I really want you to listen to what I'm saying, and I want you to get some understanding because this is an area that we need to be clear on and for us to prevent from transmitting the virus. So many of us, as you see on the title, is Prodrome shedding. Many people ask me, Belize, what is shedding? I'm going to explain what shedding is. Shedding is when the virus is copying itself at that given time. It's copying itself, reproducing itself, whatever you want to call it. But basically, it is coming to the surface. It's active, but you don't know it. So you're not having a symptom at all. You're not aware at all that this has happened. Or prodrome is when you have some tingling, some burning, itching, anything like that, or sharp pains or whatever. Like you have those. That is letting you know that the virus, your immune system is trying to fight the virus. Okay, it's trying to say, hey, what's going on? You got stuff going on. So with the research that I have found, I have learned that prodrome happens after shedding. So basically, you wouldn't even have known that shedding had already happened, which if any of you guys watch my videos, I said it's 3 times that you know you're shedding. You're shedding before you have an outbreak, which most people don't know, only if you have a menstrual cycle and your trigger is your menstrual cycle. So before your menstrual cycle, you shed after outbreak, and what was randomly. Okay, that's it. 3 times. Well, I talk about like 1 time for sure that you know, which is after the outbreak. Which that's why I always tell you guys after your outbreak, wait a week after because you're shedding. But once again, you don't know it because you're physically your outbreak has healed up, skin went back, crushed over. It's completely normal. But the virus is still there, which I say quote unquote, like I said earlier, is recopying itself. But with prodrome, that is when the virus is the immune system is trying to fight what the virus has done, which is copying itself. So now you're gonna feel the itching, the tingling, the aching, anything that you may feel. It's a sensation, and typically after you feel that, you have an outbreak of some sort, whatever your outbreak may look like. So that can be 2 hours before, that can be 2 days before. It could be, a short period of time. A lot of people say, 1 minute I was itching, the next minute the pimple, like my outbreak just happened all of a sudden because you had prodrome. You basically had a symptom and then the outbreak happened right after. So I want us to be very aware of what prodrome is basically, it's letting you know that an outbreak is on its way. It lets you know that it's happening. That is not shedding. That is not shedding, guys. And a lot of people, I keep reading people talking about, oh, I know when I'm shedding. No, you do not. No, you do not. You know when prodrome is happening because you're feeling the tingling, you're feeling the itching, you're feeling the aching or whatever, because everybody's body is different. But that is what's going on with you. So prodrome is letting you know that an outbreak is on its way. Okay, it gives you a forewarning. It happens for a little bit and the outbreak comes, or it happens a little bit and the outbreak is mild. So I want you to know you do not know when you're shedding. You never will. You never will. The only time you will know is before outbreak and after outbreak. That's it. So for my individuals who have outbreaks, just know after your outbreak, wait a week. Wait a week. Give yourself some time. Especially for my ladies who have during their menstrual cycle, they have an outbreak. Please do not have sex prior to your outbreak. Prior to your menstrual. So a week before your menstrual, don't do anything. Week after your menstrual, do not do anything. So you got 3 weeks that you don't do nothing. That's just to be safe. And I know you're like, oh, Belize, this junk sucks, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you want to reduce transmission, that's the case, So that's what tends to happen. And if, hey, shedding doesn't have to be all day long. It could be for a couple of hours. It could be, a day or two. It could be a week. We don't really know how long shedding lasts. So that's another thing. So what if, for example, you're thinking like, oh my God, at least I did have sex before my menstrual cycle, whatever. That doesn't mean for sure that you were shedding that day, and you would never know at all anyway. So like I always tell you guys, do not stress about what you cannot control. You do want to be educated, you want to be aware, but that's why you educate your partner and explain to them that they have to accept what you can't control, which is the shedding piece, where you can take antivirals to help you reduce some of the shedding. Also, you can do olive leaf extract, which I have done some research and said that helps as well with that, to reduce the shedding. But other than that, that's all you can really do. But I don't want us to be so bogged down with the shedding piece, which you cannot do anything really about. But what you can do is to learn not to have sex when you're having these symptoms, which is prodrome. When you're having these symptoms and you're thinking, oh, I'm just having symptoms. You're just not having symptoms. The outbreak is coming. It's coming. I know. I'm reading my reading on my support group today. Well, yesterday I posted like, "Oh, I'm having an outbreak right now," and everybody was like, "Oh my God, me too, me too, me too, me too," and everybody's kind of telling what they were going on with them and things like that. And some ladies like, "Oh my God, I'm just aching." She's having prodrome. Our outbreak is about to come, or that is her outbreak for her. I want y'all to understand, our outbreak is not bumps, lumps, rashes. None of that. That's not what an outbreak is. An outbreak is any symptom pertaining to herpes, which is um, sores, blisters, rashes, cuts, pimples, because that's what they can look like, itching, burning, tingling, swollen lymph nodes, um, aching, flu-like symptoms, headaches. It could be any of that, and it do not have to be all of them. They can be one of them. It could be two of them. It could be three of them. It could be five of them. It's different for person. That's why it's very important for you to just learn what you experience. So I tell you guys all the time, make sure you learn your triggers. Make sure you learn your body. Not for my individuals who do not have outbreaks at all. You still need to pay attention, because a lot of you think you're not having outbreaks, and I'm learning that a lot of y'all are having outbreaks because you're like, I feel the aching, I feel the spiky in my feet. I feel itchy all over. I feel tingling. I have burning sensation and won't go away. You having outbreaks. They just don't look like everybody else's. So I want us to all stop getting so caught up on looking for a bump or anything like that, or sores or blisters, just because you read it on Google. Sadly, say some of y'all read that on CDC website and American Sexual Association, and it stated that you're going to have that, and that's not true for everybody. They say it's going to be painful. That's not true for everybody either. So I want us to, as much as that information is shared to us, I just want y'all to understand this virus is very different for everybody. Nothing's the same for nobody. What I experience is different. Like, for example, for my outbreak that I have now, number one, I know that I am not getting enough sleep. I know that for a fact. But I wore this outfit. If y'all see my picture, I wore this outfit that had it was like a bodysuit, and it had like this little flary arms, whatever, and it was thong. And the problem was when I snapped it between my legs, it kind of rubbed against my skin and it broke my skin, because I was looking like I was not having any issues, and it broke my skin. Now I have a whole outbreak. And guys, you're like, how can that happen? Because friction, guys, same way I say friction for sex, and causing any type of friction on your skin can break you out and cause you to have an outbreak. So now I have the outbreak of hell at this given moment, and it hurt because of where it is. Because I had that rubbing, constant rubbing over and over and over and over again in that area. So yeah, I figured that out today. I was like, where did this outbreak come from? Like, where did it come from? Where did it come from? I'm like, where did it come from? I had no clue where it came from, and thought about it, and voila. While I was doing some research, they just reading over some things just to freshen up. I was like, friction sucks. So ladies, be careful with your onesies, your one things on. Make sure those buttons are not rubbing against you and irritating you. Also, wearing thongs and all that stuff. Be careful, because that friction can cause. And I'm not to freak you out, but just to educate you, because sometimes you just don't understand where outbreak came from. You're like, well, I'm not stressed. I haven't ate anything bad, things like that. And then it comes up and you're like, really, 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 really. And that is it. That is absolutely it. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. What prodrome is not shedding. Okay, they're two different things. I don't want you to think that there's two different things. So I hope this educates you guys in many ways. As y'all know, we'll keep coming back with the information that I learned, more information that people ask me, because somebody asked me this. I was like, oh crap, I remember this, but I can't remember all the information because I don't get asked this all the time. But with Prodrome, it can last, it can happen 2 hours, 2 days. It varies person to person, but it happens right before an outbreak is about to happen. It's kind of like a warning, like, hey, I'm coming, type thing. But shedding, you're never aware of a shedding. You never will. So if that's what you believe, I'm sorry, it's not true. You will never know. You'll never know. You can look at the information on the CDC website, American Sexual Association. You can look any website pertaining to that. You're not going to see them say you can find out what shedding is. Because if that's the case, we wouldn't be worried about shedding and what we can't control. We would just be like, okay, I'm shedding. I know when shedding's happening. I can kind of control, when not to have sex. But shedding is the piece that we all kind of get shaky on because we know it's a part that we can't control. And we don't always know when it's happening. So, with that being said, I hope that helped. Make sure you guys, if you're in South Carolina, this is your opportunity to meet me on March 31st. Make sure you get your tickets. It's only $30. You will get a book, and you'll also get a great swag bag, which you'll get a swag bag that everybody will be getting for the event, so y'all get one early. And also, we'll spend 2 hours together where you can pick my brain. You can ask me 1,001 questions, tell me all your life, so I can assist you to help you move forward and overcoming the stigma, which y'all know is my dream. Goal in life is to help us overcome the stigma. And then also make sure you get your tickets for the Overcoming Gathering Conference Tour, because we are approaching Durham. And after that, we're going to Alabama. After that, we're going to New Orleans, Maryland, Tampa, New York, and then Houston. And that's it. And then we're going. And I'm excited about that. Oh, guys, and I am hopefully my goal is to win the Female Activist of the Year. So if you've seen that information on the community page, basically where you can see me like on a little timeline, make sure you vote for me, guys. I would really appreciate it. I want that award, because I'll be going to Virginia November 1st and 2nd, and I'm getting that award. I'm declaring that I'm getting that award. So please support me, guys. I would really appreciate it. Y'all know I don't ask y'all for much, but I would really appreciate it if you guys vote for me. That information is there. All you need is there. My first name, my last name. Y'all can use my YouTube channel as the social handle. I also have my email address on there and my website on there. That's all you'll need. And then you'll just put how you feel about me and, tell how much you want me to win this award. And I would highly appreciate it. Y'all just do not understand how much I would appreciate that. But I love you. You know where to find me. Don't feel scared feel like you can't reach out to me. Reach out to me. And, comment below. Let me know what you feel about what I just shared, or what or articles you found. Y'all know me, I don't know everything. I know some, but hey, we learn something new every day. The information out here pertaining to herpes is not always super accurate, so the information I found was really good information. But if you got something else, come on, bring it. I would really like to share what you guys learned as well. So with that being said, see ya.